Hello everybody, it's Peter and Paul. Yes, we're ready to tell you another story. Oh, Peter said he's telling the story. Well, yes, it is Peter's story time, that's right. And he's a lot better than me at telling stories, that's right. He likes to put in sound effects, he likes to tell the story. And today, it's all about Joseph and his multicoloured coat of many colours. Yes, that's right. Yes, I did say it twice. He's very rude, isn't he? But let's get on. It's a fantastic story. It's a story about jealousy, about plotting, about being mean. But in the end, there's always a good side to a story. Yes, Peter, Joseph is okay. He does end up in prison, sold by his brothers. Very mean. But there's always a good side to this, and we will find out even better next week because it's going to be continued. So, what I want you to do is sit back, get some milk, get some cake, and we're going to tell you the first part of Joseph and what happened to him when his brothers sold him into slavery. That's right. Well, very nice, was it? So, listen up and let's go. All right, children. Yes, Peter, you're excited too, aren't you? Isaac was very happy. His son Jacob was home. Even Esau welcomed the brother he once vowed to kill, but Jacob's sons were not happy because Joseph, their younger brother, was father's favourite. Joseph's brothers became more angry when he told them his dreams. My sheaf of grain stood tall and my brother's sheaves bowed in honour, Joseph said. This dream meant Joseph would be more important than his brothers. In Joseph's second dream, the sun, moon, and stars bowed down to him. Even his father Jacob was angry at him for putting himself above his parents and brothers. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to the fields where his brothers tended their flocks. His brothers saw him coming. Let's kill this dreamer, they muttered. Joseph did not know the danger before him. Reuben, the oldest brother, disagreed. We must not shed blood, he said. See here, a pit. Let him die there. Reuben planned to rescue Joseph at nightfall. When Joseph arrived, his brothers grabbed him and took off the coloured coat Jacob had specially made for his favourite son. Then they threw him into the awful pit. Ah, get off me now! Ah! Help me! Reuben was absent. A caravan of camels drew near on their way to a distant Egypt. Let's sell Joseph, cried Judah, his brother. The deal was made. They sold Joseph for 20 pieces of silver. Tearful and afraid, Joseph watched helplessly as the lurching camel led him away from his family and homeland. Is this Joseph's coat? It's bloody! We found it in the desert. The cruel brothers allowed Jacob to believe a wild animal had killed his favourite son. Jacob tore his clothes and mourned. Nobody could comfort him. In Egypt, Joseph must have been afraid and lonely. Maybe he longed for home, but he could not escape. He was a slave in the house of Potiphar, an important Egyptian. Potiphar saw that Joseph always worked hard and could be trusted. All you do turns out well, Potiphar told Joseph one day. God is with you. I want you to be my chief servant, in charge of all my business and master of all my other servants. God gave Potiphar good harvests and many riches because of Joseph, now an important man. Joseph still trusted and served God faithfully, but trouble came to Joseph. Potiphar's wife was a wicked woman. She asked Joseph to take the place of her husband. Joseph refused. He would not sin against God by wrongdoing Potiphar. When the woman tried to force him, he ran, but she caught and held his coat. Your slave attacked me, Potiphar's wife complained. See here, his coat. Potiphar was angry. Maybe he knew his wife was lying, but he had to do something. What would he do? Potiphar put Joseph in prison. Although he was innocent, Joseph was not bitter or angry. Perhaps he was learning from his hardships that no matter where he was, if he honoured God, God would honour him, even in jail.
Wow, that's right, Peter. Wow, what a story. Poor Joseph. Well, if you can't wait till next week when we go into a bit more about the story, what happened to him, you can always read in Genesis 40 and onwards. This will show what happens to Joseph because he's been treated really badly by his brothers. Boo, boo, yes, I know, not very nice at all. But we know something you might not know, that Joseph comes out of this really good because he trusts in God. So if you want to read a bit more, ask your parents Genesis 40. Or wait until Peter and Paul read the next instalment, okay? It's very exciting. There's a good ending to this. Okay, see you later, children. Bye-bye. Bye.